What's up, guys? Runehammer Gaming here with another update. We're back in our little Nordic village. As you can see, I've added a few buildings. Um, first, besides just the three that were there, really just cloned the building over there, turned the chimney around, just so I could add another house. But this is the blacksmith. This is the village blacksmith. Um, Also, it's based on the same, design. Like this is a design that you can take, and there will be a tutorial on this design of house. Um, but this is something that you can take and then just wrap a whole style around it because you can see like all the buildings, even though they're created pretty much the same, they kind of go together. Not like kind of go together. They all go together, and you just have to change them up a little bit, vary them up, and then you can create your own nice looking little village. Um, but I'm just going to give you a quick, I didn't do any sort of interiors, but I just wanted to give you a quick look at the blacksmith that I added before I go into the let's build, which is going to add a nice unique addition to the village. Over here we've got our fields of wheat. Lots and lots of wheat. It took me so long, even with World Edit, to add this. First I started out, I just created a whole bunch of farmland, and then I started to add all the wheat. Like there's actually a World Edit command for wheat. So I started to add all the wheat, and it worked for the most part, but then it left a bunch of gaps because the farmland goes back to being dirt so quickly, like it doesn't even wait a whole tick to revert back to dirt sometimes. And you see the little irrigation ditches. I use the coarse dirt. I really like that they actually added dirt that doesn't turn back into grass into Minecraft 1.8. I was really happy that they did that because I don't always like using gravel for things. Sometimes I just want it to look like dirt, maybe a dirt path, or like over here in the village, where I just wanted to make it look like it's been worn down where the grass isn't growing because people have been walking there so much. But anyway, I've got this little plot laid out for us. This is going to be where we create our windmill. So let's get started on that. Let's not waste any time, because I'm going to try to make this only 2 parts. I hope it doesn't run into 3 parts, but it just depends on how long it takes me to build this. So we can get started. We've already got our little ring of cobblestone. Bottom layer is going to be just cobblestone. So we'll do that. Let me know how you like the Let's build. This is my first one I've ever done. Let me know what you'd like to see me build and give me new ideas. It can be to add to the village, or it can be just a whole new, fresh idea, something to start from scratch. The reason I'm doing this as my first Let's build is because I already had an idea of what I wanted the build to look like in my head, I already knew that I wanted to put a windmill in the village, and I already knew that, the style. I'd already gotten the style of build down that I wanted to build it in. So it's not going to be that difficult for it to come together. Oops. Alright. So, I need to get rid of some of this stuff. create this initial base layer. This, what's going to be housed inside of here is going to be the grinding wheel. I'm actually going to try to make, which is why it's so large, and I actually deviated. Oh. There we go. I actually deviated the irrigation ditch to go around it, and you see I've added a path up to it through the wheat. The way you can, you can walk through here and get to the windmill, and everything's right here. You can just gather the wheat and take it right to the mill. But that's why I made it such a large base. Plus, I did want it to be pretty tall. So the larger the base, the taller the structure. And also, just a little tip for you guys whenever you're trying to build something like that, any sort of tall structure or just buildings in general, try to layer things. And what I mean by that is don't just create this cylindrical tube, straight up into the sky. Unless you're building some sort of modern looking skyscraper. But it doesn't add that much detail, and it wouldn't have been built like that back in like the medieval ages. They wouldn't have just been able to build tall buildings straight up like that. They had to layer them with, like, you see like the Tudor houses, like maybe they'll have a little jutting roof, but it won't be too tall. Maybe tops, I think maybe 4 stories, 4 or 5 stories if it's like the biggest cities in Europe, and 5-story, that's pushing it. That's really pushing it for that era. All right, it's a very basic wheelhouse. Let's grab some oak wood and spruce wood planks to continue our theme. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. And we'll just repeat this all the way around as a baseline. Alright. There we go. So we've got this coming up here. Yeah, what do I want to fill it in with? Do I want to just go with the wood? I do know that the first layer, yeah, that's what I'll do. Sorry guys, it's all coming together. This is a let's build after all. So we are going to create all this from scratch. So I have an idea of where I want this to go in my head, but I don't necessarily know exactly where it'll end up. So bear with me. I might use World Edit to change those later to be 6-sided blocks. I really like doing that because it creates more of a beam sort of feel. I can't type. Alright. Keep it from getting dark on us here. Alright, now I think for the transition, I'm going to make this a slight roof. I'm going to use, of course, my thatched roofing, my hay. but not yet. Not before we place some... Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty. It kind of cut out on me there. But we're back. Still deciding what I want to do with this. I don't really like that. I don't... I'm not that thrilled about just having plain walls. I know that this is going to be filled in. So I'll go ahead and do that. You know, what would look good here? What would look good here? Something different. Here, let's try something. Yeah, there we go. That's not a typical window. Oops. Alright, there we go, there's our first layer. Now, it's time to add the hay bales. I'm going to add the way I want to lay my hay bales down. It's not going to let me, doesn't just let you lay them straight down. So, I'm going to create this ring of blocks around the perimeter first. Okay, now putting the hay bales down. Okay. Now we'll quickly remove this. And that should be oh. There we go. No! Oh my god. Not done. There. That's the last of it. Alright. And another ring right here. And all of this is really just to serve as sort of a divider. To break things up. As we go to different levels. Alright, let's go on up. That takes care of that. Let's grab Sprucewood Stairs. Oh, you know what might look good is to add a few beams in the mix. support the structure. There we go. Now I don't have to change the blocks to hide the ends of the logs. And we're creating something practical as well. So I do like that. I like practical. I like things to look useful, like they actually serve a purpose. I don't like to make things just, you know, just random. There, 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 there. That's what's going to support the next level. Stop. There we go. All right, next. Starting to come together here. Got the start of a little base. All right. How do I want to change this level up? Because, you know, I don't like repeating just repeating things, and I like to vary them up. I think I'll use some oak. Create a strip of oak inside. That actually might look okay. But we'll see. This is a Let's Build after all. We're learning things as we go. Whoops. I hate misclicking. Alright. Oh, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to actually change this up. And I'm going to use a technique that I usually reserve for castles, but this time I'm going to use it on a windmill, and that is arrow slits, but it won't really be arrow slits, it'll just be narrow little windows. So went from having like one sort of slanted window to two very narrow windows. Just trying to vary things up, not keep it all looking the same. See how that looks, first of all. That doesn't actually look too bad. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to keep this as oak, because it just depends on how the rest of the build comes together. But anyway, guys, that's really all I have time for today on this Let's Build. I just wanted to go ahead and get it started and just get this base going for the awesome windmill that's going to take place here in our field of wheat. Hope you enjoyed it. It's my first Let's Build. I'm kind of new to this. Actually, I'm really new to this. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more content. Leave me a comment in the comment section below, and let me know what you think. What can I do better? I'm always down for constructive criticism, so don't be afraid to leave me those comments. But that's all I have time for today. Peace out.